there are currently $1.6 billion in unpaid fines, costs, fees, and restitution owed to the courts of common pleas throughout Pennsylvania. By simply collecting those $1.6 billion in unpaid fees, fines, and restitution payments, we can cut the deficit nearly in half. In the Senate, I've introduced Senate Bill 836, which would require individuals to pay all outstanding court fees and fines before they can have their car registration renewed. Now, we've been consulting PennDOT, and this is a feasible idea. Once a person pays their fines, surcharges, fees, or penalties, the court would send a written or electronic notification to PennDOT that the individual has paid. Then PennDOT would renew the person's vehicle registration. We feel this could bring hundreds of millions of dollars back into the state, once again, without raising taxes.
These numbers are just astronomical. If you can imagine just collecting half, a quarter of the monies owed, would go one long way to help our court system. Right now, we need the money to help us out. By doing what we're doing here, we no longer have to either threaten people with jail or put them in jail. We have a mid-ground, and that mid-ground is saying, folks, if you don't pay up, we're now going to attach your driver's license and hopefully maybe even go after your tax returns. We need to do something to get people to understand that they can't walk out of courtrooms across Pennsylvania and ignore restitution, ignore court costs, ignore court fines. They need to understand that this is serious business.
When you put somebody in jail, we get to pay $100 a day to keep them there. What sense does that make? We need to say we need fewer jail cells, and we need to reserve them for the people who are really dangerous, who can't be walking our streets with our children.
None of us think that we can get the whole $1.6 billion. But we've been talking about it, and say we got a fraction. Say we got, well, say we're optimistic and we get half. That's $800 million. And that's really going to help in this situation. And this is one particular issue among others across the state and this budget that I think this is where you gotta, this is the nuts and bolts of saving money. So even if we got half, that's $800 million. So I think that it's absolutely a good idea, even if you do 1/16.